Hi, welcome back to Seeker's Couch. I'm very excited to be here today. First of all, I feel beautiful. Yes, I have my long dress. We will share the pics very soon on the couch, yeah. Courtesy of Tina Chundama. She made these dresses and I got them very affordably. So if you want a beautiful dress like this, let me know. We'll connect you to the right people. I'm not like those who wear nice clothes and where'd you buy that? Mwanje on your dola. So no, we want everybody to look beautiful, yeah? Yes, share the love. So today we are going to talk about GBV. I have a tiny book with me today, and I must mention it is not mine. It's a YWCA property and supported by, I don't know whether it's Hivos or Hivos. Yeah. But it's like a pocket, it's like a pocket GBV act, okay? And so I stumbled across this once when I went to visit YWCA. They translated the anti-GBV act into, I think, 2 or 3 languages. At least those that I saw. I saw one in Tonga, I saw one in Lozi, and I saw one in Chichewa or Tumbuka, I've forgotten. But they've made an effort to translate this. So I've been wanting to talk about GBV. I kept thinking, how best am I going to talk about this? Make it so simple, but also drive the point home. And this was my answer. So this is a pocket GBV act. Okay, it says a simple guide to the anti-GBV act. If you want this, you can let me know. I'm sure our partners, YWCA, and our partners, when I say our partners, as if they are Seeker's Couch partners anyway. Yeah, I'm also, an interested party. So let me know if you want this and we can get it to you, no problem. I'm very sure that they have plenty of these in stock. So basically, I wanted us to talk about gender-based violence today, okay? And I know when we talk about gender-based violence, people just think it's violence against women only. No. GBV encompasses everybody, male, female, young and old, slim. I know we don't like to call it fat, but yeah, our kind, voluptuous, whatever type, creed, color, okay? This protects everyone. As long as you're a citizen of this country, this little act is also for you if you become a victim of gender-based violence. It doesn't matter, at home, at work, at church, in your community, wherever you are, you face an act of violence, even just a threat, okay? Not necessarily that it has happened, but somebody has threatened, even just suspicion of violence, this little book here covers you, okay? It's so nice because it is separated in, small segments that make you quickly understand what is in the GBV Act, okay? It starts by the little acronyms there, GBV, HIV, UN, also goes to the content, but most importantly, I wanted us to talk about the parts, okay? And what they talk about. So the preliminary part of the Anti-GBV Act is found in section 1 to 3, okay? Sections 1 to 3. Basically, they're telling you what GBV is, what an act of GBV is. The Anti-GBV Act is a law that provides for the protection of victims of GBV, all right? Establishment of the Anti-GBV Committee, also the establishment of the Anti-GBV Fund. So it basically tells you how this whole act and its activities are supposed to be run by who, when, how, all right? Most importantly, it also goes further to tell you the types of gender-based violence that you can face. Yes, the violent acts that you can face and you should look out to. So what does gender-based violence mean? It means any of the following acts done to that person because of that person's gender, okay? If something is done to you simply because you're a woman or simply because you're a man, then it becomes an act of violence on you based on your gender. So there's physical abuse, there's sexual abuse, there's economic abuse, emotional, verbal, psychological abuse, and these ones are explained in detail. I don't want to go, reading page by page, but I'm just going to itemize so that we can run through it real quick. And the types of physical abuse involve keeping someone without their permission. Like if you have a spouse, for instance, I'm never gonna kukukomenda mnyumba ndipo kulipo kamne uzaendi na skulu suzakaipunziza for as long as you're my wife or you're my husband. If your will is that you should go to school, you should go out and be with your friends. And I'm not saying out va magiribiju, you know what I mean, out to do productive stuff. And then you're not allowed to do that. Well, even actually later, if you feel, well, I need some time out, if somebody is stopping you from doing that, that is an act of violence. You are supposed to be able to move freely, all right? Denying any person access to food, water, clothing, and rest. We need to rest, okay? So, imwena kumanchito, ngati wakule kanizani kutenga leave. This little book here says, no, that is not allowed. Abuse says humiliation, that lower your self-esteem, okay? Or that other person's integrity. And sometimes sexual abuse means that having sexual contact with another person without disclosing that one has HIV or any other sexually transmitted disease. I know we always say that it's not criminal to infect people with HIV knowingly. Have you seen? Yes. So it's not allowed. Tell your spouses, tell your partners, tell whoever you're with of your status. So this is how this is going to work. Let them decide whether they want to go on or they do not want to go on. If you do that secretly and you endanger them, this little book holds you liable. Okay? Economic abuse. You have money, but you don't want to provide for your children. They can go to better schools, but you decide to take them to, not so good schools. You can afford to pay school fees, but you don't want. Mortgage, rent, all those things that you can afford, but you're denying your family access to those things. The GBV Act actually speaks against those things. Emotional abuse include insults, name calling, threats that cause emotional distress, obsessive possessiveness. There's some people who say, no, he loves me so much, he doesn't want me to go anywhere. Yeah, you need to think twice about that. Anything that constitutes serious invasion of somebody's privacy, liberty, integrity, or security, it becomes a problem. Okay? So let's look through these things. I know we look at them in a subtle manner and we don't think there's something to worry about, but let's take a look at the act and see whether we are really living a good life with integrity and our safety is secured, or we are actually borderline, almost breaking the rules. So the second part I want to talk about is when you want to file for issues of gender-based violence, okay? So we have issues like protection order, occupational orders, okay? So a protection order, here it says, it is there to protect and prevent a respondent, an associated respondent, or both from carrying out any acts of gender-based violence against the victim, okay? So if you think somebody is threatening your safety, all right? In any way, emotionally, psychologically, whatever. If it's something that borders on abuse, you have a right to go to any court and file for what we call a protection order. Okay. So it has a process, but the matter is supposed to be heard like within 14 days, okay? Also, we have something that is called an occupational order. It says this, what is an occupational order? It is an order directing the respondent to leave the matrimonial home or other home which the applicant shares with the respondent. So, for instance, you are a couple and one of you is violent, okay? You have a right to go to court and request for a protection order so that that violent spouse is the one to leave the home. Ever so often we have seen women or men who leave the home and they have no plan. Like they get stuck, they don't know where to go, and yet they are the ones that were victims. So first of all, you're not supposed to be victimized in the home. Later on, become a victim because you have nowhere to go. So the person who is the perpetrator in that case is the one to leave the home until the matter is resolved. It goes on to explain that we have a GBV committee, okay, where matters should be heard. They monitor all the relevant institutions of matters pertaining to the GBV Act and also make recommendations for national planning and action against GBV. So basically this little book here enlightens you on what your rights are, okay? We are living in a society where GBV is becoming so rampant, but then you find people writing Dear Dolly statements, I don't know what to do, I don't know where to go, I am so helpless, should I leave, should I do what? Listen, the answer is here and help is around the corner, okay? Don't suffer quietly. There's help around the corner. You can either visit social services or you can visit the sub-courts. visit any counseling institution so that they can at least advise you on what to do. You can access counseling, you can access legal help, you can even go to a safe shelter. Yes, even this provides for that. So anytime you feel your life is threatened in any way at all, please don't hesitate to call us. You can inbox Siku's Couch if you have any problems that you want us to deal with. Please, you can leave your comments there. If you want to remain anonymous, that is not a problem. We can deal with your issue as and when you want us to deal with it, all right? So this has been Siku's Couch. I hope you remember to share, comment, like. Tell us what you would want us to talk about. Give us your stories to share, okay? And sometimes, you know, when we share our stories, we encourage other people to live better and to do better. If you want a copy of this, let me know. I can organize this for you so you can be your pocket diary and you can refer to this and always be each other's keepers. There's plenty of room at the top for all of us. There's no need for us women to pull each other down, call each other names, and you know, throw shade. We can all be happy together at the top, slaying successfully and loving one another. So till next time, anytime you're going to have a problem to talk about, call 933. Yes, that is the GBV line. There's always somebody at the end of the line to speak to you. Call the number 933. Don't forget that. That is the GBV line, national line. Yes, so thank you very much to our partners that are running the lifelines. We appreciate the efforts that you're making. Thank you so much to everybody who is fighting the fight, the good fight of raising awareness on children and women's rights. You're doing a good job. So Siku's Couch is there to help you raise awareness on any issue that you want us to talk about. So thank you so much. Till next time, it's bye-bye.